Okay, we're back again, and I would like to now load the scene where we were before, which was the dino.blend. And that's the dino without the textures on him, but we can add textures later. Let's make this one big window by clicking up here and just moving it over, and there we have one window. The dino has to have an armature added to him. So let's consider starting down here at the tail and going all the way up to the head with a set of bones. We'll go to object mode, and it turns out that you can add armatures in the object mode. So if I want to start, say right there, I'll just make a little point where I want to start there in object mode, and then say add armature single bone. And that does it very nicely. It adds that single bone like that. Now it seems to be pointing in the wrong direction. So let's see if we can in fact rotate it so the top of the bone, the tip of the bone, is down here. I'm going to say rotate and let it go down. It's way over there, which is not good. So I could also rotate it back. You type R to do that. And you can see that it's a little bit rough going up and down and trying to find the right place to put it. You can go back and forth like this, pressing R and getting closer and closer to where you'd like to have it. Say inside this skin. Oh, I'm getting so close now. Now, you may, oh, there it goes, right inside it. Now, of course, that's a little disadvantage. You'd like to be able to see it. So consider that you look at the armature and the information about the armature, and then there's an item down under display that says X-ray. If I click X-ray, then you can see it there inside. So that's a very nice feature. Notice also that I can also view the screen as a quad view, which is obtained on the keyboard by Control-Alt-Q. So if I press Control-Alt and Q, you can see it comes up in 4 ways, and it shows the different ways of looking at the view. You can look at it from the right, you can look at it from the front, or you can look at it from the top, and you also have a perspective view or a camera looking at it from an angle. So these are pretty nifty to have if you don't want to go back and forth. I find that going back and forth is pretty nifty. All right, in order to edit this bone and add more, I need to go to edit mode. There's edit mode, and you note it is right on top of that little circular point in which we want to extrude from. So if I press E, it is extruding perfectly right to that point. Look at that. Well, except it's a little bit too far over that way and a little bit too far up that way, and you can put it in about the right place. Now if I want to extrude that down to this limb, I would say E, extrude. Well, there it goes, but it doesn't really. It goes way too far up. I can put it over there and look at it and find that it is gone. Well, it looks like about to the right place, maybe a little bit more this way. But let's go back to this point and extrude to the other limb. And we're getting pretty close again. You can see how nice it is to have these bones such that you can see where they are. Yeah. There we go. Well, now let's go back to this one in the middle and extrude it out this way. And there we are. And we can say E again, extrude up toward the head. And one more time to go out there. And if I want to have, oh boy, look at that. That is not good, is it? If I roll around, I better move that guy over. Yeah. And it's too far out still. Let's see if we can get these correctly placed. Or maybe we can't. Well, I'll start going back down here, clicking that, and moving it over. Yup. And there. There, we're good. Let's go back up to this one. Moving it. Oh, I better look where I can see it. Well, it looks to me like it's way, way, way too much over to the right. Ah, so. Okay, now I'm there, and it's too far back. That should be about right. And then this guy has to move back. Pretty good. Well, now I'm ready to put these legs in. Okay, I'm ready to extrude down. Okay, and I'm ready to extrude this one again down on the other side. E, extrude. I think I got it right that time. All right, we've really got some bones in there that look like they're about right. This one looks a little bit off, doesn't it? Maybe move it over that way. Maybe up a little bit. And in a little bit. These bones should be inside the body of the dino. And that one looks pretty good, except it's a little bit too far this way. Just looking at it around and about, it looks like a pretty good dino. Now that guy's obviously out. Okay. Well, the question is, do we have all those little end nodes, the begin nodes inside? Maybe. Let's see, this one might be a little high. All right. I'm going to turn off X-ray and see if we see anything sticking out. Maybe that one's sticking out a little bit too far. Yes, beautiful, huh? And this one's sticking out a little bit too far. Well, should we go up, maybe? And back, maybe? That's not sticking out anymore. I think we've got it. Look at that. Well, I'm going to make this the first part of the second videos and save this right now. And we can look at it more when we look at the pose mode and then try to animate it. I'll just mention the pose mode right now before we leave, in which I go to pose mode here, and you can see it is selected, and once I press X-ray, you see them again, and you're able to then pose them, which we will show you how to do shortly. So I'm ending this video and going to start another one for the second part of the animation.